Hey everyone, it is Elizabeth, and I am back to do another reading. And this is for the Earth Sign Collective: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, of course. Now, this is a very specific reading. I actually put together some paperwork here just to take some notes. And so, this is something different. This will be for the Earth Sign Collective who had maybe you went through a breakup, some kind of a breakup or a separation, and it's been 6 months, a year, maybe even more, and you want to know if that ex partner is thinking of you, if they have any intentions of contacting you, especially if there's been no communication or if they've just been completely off the radar. Okay, so I put together this little spread here just to look at, as far as where is your ex currently at this time. Okay, that's kind of the first energy here. And then we're also looking at, how are they feeling about you? What's going on in their lives right now? Do they have any intentions of reaching out to you? What's going on as far as their private life is concerned, and what's the outcome here as far as, will they reach out to you? Do they have any intentions? By the way, this is for the month of September, so do they have any intentions of reaching out to you throughout the month of September? And we're going to see what happens here, and we'll clarify the cards. I am using, by the way, my modern spellcaster's tarot, and I will also clarify, if I have time, I will use my Mystic Moon Twin Flame Soulmate Unspoken Messages. And this is an oracle deck that she sells. And I know that she has an Etsy page, and she's on YouTube. So let's take a look and see. So we're looking at where your ex-partner that you haven't heard from, where have they been? Where they're thinking of you, what's on their mind right now, as far as their current state of mind. So the first energy we're looking at is the Death card, which is transformation and change. So transformation, change, unexpected. It could be because it's a major arcana card. You could be, it's most likely the ex-partner here has gone through some changes that perhaps were forced upon them. Maybe they needed to make some drastic changes in their life. But you're also, the next card I pulled here is the Queen of Cups. And this is a lovely, nurturing water sign energy: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. She's creative. She's very caring, very nurturing. I mean, if your ex is thinking of you at all, he may perceive you as someone who was emotionally very centered, by the way. They may have seen you as being the one that was centered, emotionally mature, someone who was creative, somebody who went out of his or her way, to give of themselves, to be loving, to be nurturing, to be soft. I think they saw you as a very loving, nurturing person. Whatever issues they had with you, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I feel like when this next card that showed up here, it's this, this King of Wands. I'm just going to put this paperwork aside here, because King of Wands is in general, it's fire sign energy. This is, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They are physically active core cards. These are physically active men or women, and they are in general very aggressive when it comes to action. With, they command respect, and they take responsibility. They get involved in things in their lives. They get very involved, and they see themselves as leaders. These are very dominant partners, by the way. I mean, they can be very friendly. They can be very outdoorsy, but they want to reiterate to their partner that they're the dominant. I think that's what stimulates this King of Wands energy. And so this King of Wands energy, by the way, can be, not all of them, but I mean, in general, we're dealing with someone who is very open sexually, and they want to have more than one partner, or they may want to, with their partner, explore and just try new things. But I also feel like this King of Wands energy, again, he likes to, it's like he wants people to know, especially his partner, and maybe you experienced this with your ex, that he was or she was the one that needed to be in control. She needed to be, or he needed to be in control. He may have even had, your ex-partner may have had rages or tantrums. Maybe you never saw the tantrums. I mean, sometimes this can be issues with like old family issues. Maybe he grew up in a home where You know, he had to contain himself, but I feel like he couldn't. And now in his adult life, he may have rages that no one sees, or maybe the partner is the only one that experiences this. But the last card in the first row is the Queen of Wands. Let me just get her up for you so you guys can take a look at this beautiful card. Queen of Wands here. I'm just looking at the spread again. Here we go. All right, so this Queen of Wands energy, I mean, we know she's a magnetic, fiery fire sign, and she's a magnetic force. She attracts others, and the way that she attracts others to her is by her, it's like just magnetism that she has. She has a powerful need to express how she feels, you know, especially with what she wears. You know, she may be really expressive with her body. She may, you know, this is someone who's very self-confident. But in general, when I look at all the cards together here with the Death card, Queen, a lot of court cards here, I would not be surprised if your ex is probably involved with someone new, someone very much like them physically. I would say someone who's more on their level. What I'm hearing is more physically aggressive, more physically, they can keep up with them physically, but I also feel like it's not going so well for them. I mean, when they think about you, they're thinking about the gentle side of you, that you were gentle, that you were nurturing, that you were caring, you know, and not a lot of, I don't think any earth signs showed up here in this reading. So even though this is for the earth sign collective, you know, your ex-partner saw you as being very nurturing, very caring, very loving. And as far as where, you know, as far as where they are in their lives right now, as far as what their intentions, I'm looking back at the spread, you know, I mean, as far as them reaching out to you, you have, you know, the Two of Cups is a card of love. So, I mean, they think about you in a way that, you know, maybe this is you, or maybe this is your ex-partner remembering the good times. You know, I think that when you two were together, when you guys were a couple, that there was love there. But I also feel that your partner may have been very conflicted about, it's almost like he or she felt like they weren't being able to live their lives the way they wanted to. Five of Wands is conflict, it's fighting, it's arguing. You know, and they all have their blindfolds on with that piñata, which is actually a beehive. I mean, it's a kind of, I think that they had a way of doing things or saying things that were a bit off-putting, you know, and I think that they're very conflicted in their lives. And even if they are, by the way, I pick up that maybe a few of you, a few of your exes may be involved with somebody new, or it could be that you're dealing with someone that just can't seem to sustain a healthy relationship, and I'm not sure why that is. But as I look into the future, or the outcome, which is what's going to happen in the month of September with this significant, you know, with your ex here, and it's interesting because we do have this, you know, this Queen of Swords. I'm just moving the, sorry guys, I'm just moving this paperwork. The Queen of Swords energy here. Okay, the Queen of Swords is someone who is, in my mind, hold on, that's the reading. I just want to put that down. That's the spread that I just put together. Okay, so this Queen of Swords is air sign energy. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You know, she is, you know, perceived as someone who is elegant, classy, intelligent, someone who can take care of herself just fine. Thank you very much. You know, she's very aware of the weaknesses of other people because she's been through it. So now she can read people. She can read a room. She can read a person. You know, so I feel like for some of you, maybe, you know, as far as the future is concerned, your mental acuity is sharper than ever. You know, she's a very good listener. So perhaps you are a good listener. But I also feel like for some of you, you're going through this energy in your life where your private life is your private life. Just like the Queen of Swords, she's a very private kind of person. You know, people find her fascinating. And I think that some of you earth signs may be experiencing this energy of wanting your life to be private, but also she has this energy of, you know, people are fascinated by her. So you may be connecting with people in the future who want to talk to you, who want to get to know you, who find you interesting. But I also feel like with the ex, your ex found you interesting. I think that your ex-partner thought that you were fascinating. I think that they were stimulated by every aspect of you. But then we're looking into the next energy of the future, and we have this Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles is generosity, but it's more about not so much generosity as it is about feeling grateful for what you have professionally, financially. This is definitely the card of the independent single person. So you are in a position where if you're still single, you could be just reevaluating what you want in your life right now as far as a partner. What kind of person do you want to attract? Thinking about the ex-partner is just reminding you, by the way, of the seven, I think this is, yeah, Nine of Swords, the sleepless nights, the anxiety that your ex put you through. That hasn't changed. So whatever you went through with the ex, he or she still, doesn't really take your feelings into consideration. Again, I feel like with your ex, there's some kind of a, I don't know, he or she may have gone through a transformation in their lives, but they're stubborn, but you do have the Eight of Wands here, which is a couple of different things. One is that messages are coming through. For some of you, you could be hearing from an ex from the past who reaches out to you. For some, it could be through social media, could be through email. That's for some of you. The other energy I'm feeling for a lot of you is that you're moving away. With the Eight of Wands it's moving away from this energy of holding on to the ex, or I don't know if I just think that there are other opportunities coming your way, and that for some, there's two groups of people I'm seeing. For some of you, you're going to go through this confusion, this uncertainty with the Nine of Swords, wondering what your ex is up to. They may reach out to you, but I feel like because of who they are, they haven't changed. Even if you haven't spoken to them in 6 months or a year or more, they still have that intense energy, and that there's something about them that I think is very intimidating, and I'm not sure why that is. But if you're anxious about something, if they do reach out to you, there's something here with your Queen of Swords card showing up that's telling you to be very guarded. Remember, this Queen of Swords is very, very in tune with picking up other people's weaknesses. So you can tune into that, and you can see, if this ex decides to reach out to you. For some of you, he or she just might have the audacity to do it. For others, even though they are thinking of you in the month of September, they're hesitating with the Nine of Swords. They're just still feeling like very guilty or anxious about what they did. But there could be an unexpected communication. In fact, before I go to this unspoken messages, I'm going to clarify the last two cards, which is the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands, to see if your ex at all, if some of you are going to at all hear from the ex. Okay, so I'm asking my guides to please clarify these cards here as far as the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Does the ex-partner for the Earth Sign Collective, will he or she reach out with this Eight of Wands? Are they going to make an effort to communicate? So you have King of Cups, and King of Cups is an emotionally mature man, romantic energy. For some of you, it could be that he or she is thinking about reaching out to you, but this Three of Swords means that even though they're thinking about reaching out to you, remember with the Nine of Swords, you're on their mind. They may do it in a way that's really clandestine, really sneaky, and there you go, the devil. So if they do reach out to you, by the way, I'm cautioning you to be very careful, because I think that they're involved with somebody new, or they're up to no good. And so on that note, I'm going to pull a few cards from my unspoken messages just to see if they have anything to say. Let's just see what these messages are, because it's interesting to me to see. You may have been, for some of you, leave feedback to tell me if this made any sense. For some of the Earth Sign Collective, you were dealing with an ex-partner that may have gone through some serious changes in their lives. They saw you as someone very loving, very nurturing, but they were very dominant. I feel for some of you, very controlling, very dominant, and maybe they maybe felt that they lost patience with you because you weren't stimulating them, or you weren't, basically flattering them or complimenting them. I think that's part of it. Okay, some of these got screwed up. Hold on, guys. I just want to make sure. I just feel like, honestly, with your ex here, I'm seeing that they are ego driven, okay? They are very much wrapped up in their own selves. But I also believe that with the conflict in their mind about you, that they probably did care about you very much, but that, I think whatever you were looking for from them, they couldn't conform. They just couldn't conform. They couldn't, give you what you wanted. And then as far as this relationship and the outcome is concerned, I feel like you're wiser to it. Even though you've been single in these last few months or even a year and a half or so, I think you understand that they had to deal with some karmic justice, that they may have gone through something that caused them some grief. Because as it looks in the future here, they're considering reaching out to you, but it's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you hear from your ex, but it's in a way that's really like cryptic or sneaky, or they're just they just want to see what you're up to. They may want to. So this card fell right out, hidden emotions. So I mean, I do feel like they still have some unresolved feelings for you, and they may be hiding. I mean, this is hidden emotions. So they're doing something, probably in the month of September for some of you, where you may hear from them, but it's in a way that doesn't make any sense, or they may block you, or they may message you on social media, or in a way where they're watching you on social media, or if they do reach out, then they don't answer back, or they just block it, they cut it off. But I'm asking if they have any more messages. Let's see, besides hidden emotions, what else does the Earth Sign Collective's ex partner have to say? So I'm gonna just keep shuffling. Let's see, exes. So the Earth Sign Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We want to know the ex's unspoken messages. Please, one more shuffle. That one fell right out. So we've got, okay, so this love is crazy. So I think that when you guys were together, I think he or she may have felt that you guys were madly in love with each other. And I think that he or she really at some point loved you very much, or thought that you guys could make it work. But then there was some type of like I said, I'm getting with, like I see with the Devil card and the Three of Swords, this deception in the relationship that you couldn't, whatever happened, as much as you desire each other, as much as you enjoy each other, I feel like for some of you, they hold on to those memories of what they had with you, but it's interfering with, I think, what they want. I think they may reach out to you, but it may be in a way that makes you, see, look at, I text and erase. So they may send you something and then block you, but they are thinking of reaching out to you. And there could be, again, before I'm going to pull one more. I just feel like there's this, like they're conflicted over what are you going to say if they reach out to you. Are you going to be angry with them, or do you want them back? Because they think that you want them, or maybe they're thinking you still have feelings for them. But remember, you're dealing with someone who could be egotistical, very dominant. For some of you, you may have been very codependent in that relationship. And the last card is wild thoughts. So, I mean, obviously you guys had some fun together sexually. I think that physically and just in general, they're thinking of you, and it's very sexual. It's very, it's very carnal. It's my advice to you is to not completely trust this person if they do decide to come back. I just want to pull one more card to see if there's anything else they want to say. Unspoken messages, okay? So these are unspoken messages, okay? So for some of you, I just want to see what I can pick up for one more message from your ex-partner who has been away for 6 months or more from you. So they're saying that you are my person, you are my person. So by the way, you're dealing with someone who really regrets losing you. With the Devil and the Three of Swords and all of this other energy, if they do reach out to you, they have a way of being very charming. I think that you're dealing with someone who's very charming. So it could be that for some of you out there in the month of September, you may hear from an ex who is toying with your emotions. Be very careful. I'm cautioning you here. And they keep telling me to pull another card. So I'm going to pull just one more card for the Earth Sign Collective. What does the ex have to say? So sexually, they enjoyed you. Sexually need you. So don't be surprised if for some, there could be an unexpected phone call or a text where they say, hey, I know it's been 6 months, or I know it's been a while, but what are you up to? Want to get together? That's for some of you, not everyone. There's another group of you that just don't trust it at all. And I would just say, before I end it here, if you're going to go back to this person, or you decide you want to go back to them, they haven't changed. Devil and the Three of Swords is warning you that whatever you went through with them before, that's still there. That energy is there, and you want to make sure, if you reconcile with this person, or you really, really want to get back with them, can you trust them, because they haven't changed. And I'm also sensing too that, the Eight of Wands is giving you kind of this permission to move on from this. Because Eight of Wands is swiftness. It's getting past something very quickly. So you have an opportunity to get past this quickly. Anyway, we're going to stop this here. If you guys want to book a reading, message me. Actually, I will post my email information. You can message me via email. And what else? I'm still running a contest. So once I get to 300 subscribers, I will randomly choose 2 subscribers to receive a 15-minute reading with me by phone. So if you like the video, like it. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. The more you share, the more likes I get, the more subscribers I get. And then we can do this contest and I can move on to the next one. So anyway, stay safe, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. And blessings to all.